July, 1950, Rio de Janeiro, Brazil.
Are we doing a podcast or a movie?
Riley, shh.
Sorry. Go ahead.
200,000 people inside one stadium, the biggest crowd in football history. Brazil needed one goal, just one goal, to win everything.
Okay, I am listening now. I am fully listening.
The whole country watched. The whole world watched. The players were nervous, the stadium was shaking, and then
Brazil scored?
Uruguay scored.
Wait, Uruguay, not Brazil?
Uruguay scored. Brazil lost. And 200,000 people went completely silent.
200,000 people? Silent?
Silent. They called it the greatest tragedy in football history. People cried in the streets. Some people never recovered.
Never recovered? From a football match?
From the World Cup. There is no match like a World Cup match, Riley.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Speak Anglo, the podcast where learning English feels like a conversation, not a classroom. I am Riley.
And I am Kendall. And today, we are talking about the FIFA World Cup, the biggest football tournament on the planet. And it is happening right now.
I have so many questions.
I know.
Is that okay?
Your questions are actually
Brilliant? Genius? Outstanding?
useful. Your questions are useful.
I will take it. Let's go.
But before anything else, Riley, I need you to guess something.
I love guessing.
How many countries tried to go to the 2026 World Cup?
Okay, big tournament, lots of countries, maybe 80?
206 countries.
206 countries?
206 countries. All training, all fighting, all dreaming for 48 spots.
That is actually incredible. Okay, I need to understand all of this. Stay with us, everyone. By the end of this episode, you will understand everything about the World Cup, and your English will be stronger. Let's go.
Quickly, if you are new here, welcome to Speak Anglo. We make English feel natural and fun.
Please subscribe. One click. It's free and it helps us make more episodes.
And a like on this episode means everything to us.
It means more than the World Cup trophy to us.
That is too much, Riley.
Almost as much as the World Cup trophy.
Better. Thank you, everyone. Now, football.
Okay, Kendall. Explain the World Cup to me like I know absolutely nothing.
Perfect, because you know absolutely nothing.
Wow. Okay.
The World Cup is a football tournament. A tournament is a big competition. Many teams enter. They play matches, one team wins.
Simple enough. So a tournament is like a long competition with many games.
Exactly. Not one game, many games, week after week, until the best team wins the trophy.
And the World Cup is one of the biggest tournaments in the world?
One of the biggest sporting events in the world. More people watch the World Cup final than almost anything else on television.
More than the Olympics?
The 2022 World Cup final, 1.5 billion people watched.
1.5 billion. That is almost the population of China, all watching one tournament.
All watching one tournament. One match, 90 minutes.
That is genuinely hard to imagine.
And in 2026, that tournament is here, right now, starting June 11th.
June 11th. That is so soon.
Very soon. And I have been waiting 4 years for this.
4 years. That brings me to my next question. How often is the World Cup? Every year?
Every 4 years.
Every 4 years. That is a long time.
Think about it like this. A player works their whole life for one chance at the World Cup, one tournament. 4 years of training every single day.
Every single day for 4 years.
And some players, they trained for years. They tried to qualify. They worked so hard, and they never made it.
They never qualified?
They never qualified. Their country played the matches, they lost. They went home, and they waited 4 more years.
4 more years. And sometimes that chance never comes.
Sometimes that chance never comes. That is the World Cup. Beautiful and painful at the same time.
Okay, that actually made me feel something.
Good. Now you understand why it matters.
I do. I genuinely do. Okay, 2022, the last World Cup. What happened?
Argentina won. Lionel Messi, the greatest player in history.
Debatable.
Not debatable.
Very debatable, but continue.
Messi was 35 years old. Everyone thought this is his last chance. Argentina played. They won. Messi lifted the trophy, and he cried.
He cried.
On the biggest stage in the world, he cried, because he waited his whole career for that moment.
Okay, I cried too watching that.
You cried?
I told you I am human. I have feelings.
That is actually sweet, Riley.
Do not tell anyone.
But here's the question. In 2026, Messi is 38 years old.
38? That's old for a footballer.
Very old. And nobody knows, does he play? Does he retire? Is this his final World Cup?
Wait, is Messi going to 2026?
That's a question for episode 2.
Kendall, you cannot do that.
I just did. Subscribe, everyone. Episode 2 is coming.
While I recover from that, let's talk about where the 2026 World Cup is happening, because this is actually very surprising. So where is the World Cup this year? Which country?
3 countries.
3 countries? At the same time?
At the same time, for the very first time in World Cup history, 3 countries are hosting together.
That has never happened before.
Never. One country always hosts. One country organizes everything, builds the stadiums, welcomes the teams, the host country.
The host country. Like, if I have a party at my house, I am the host. My house is the host house.
Exactly. The host country is the home of the tournament.
And in 2026, there are 3 host countries, 3 homes, 1 party.
3 homes, 1 enormous party. The United States,
USA,
Canada,
Canada,
and Mexico.
Mexico. 3 countries, 3 cultures, 1 World Cup tournament. I love this.
Together, 16 cities, 16 stadiums across 3 countries.
How many cities does the USA have?
11 cities in the USA, 3 in Mexico, 2 in Canada.
11 just in the USA. The USA is a very big country.
Very big. And the USA hosts the most important matches, the quarterfinals, the semifinals, and the final.
The final is in the USA?
The final is in New York, MetLife Stadium.
New York. The World Cup final in New York. That is honestly one of the greatest things I have ever heard.
I agree with you on that one, Riley.
Write that down. Kendall agreed with me. Historic moment. Okay, 3 host countries, 16 stadiums. Now the teams. How many teams are in this tournament?
In 2022, 32 teams competed.
32 teams competed. Past tense. They competed, already finished.
Good catch. Yes, competed. Past tense. They played, they competed, and 1 team won.
Argentina won.
Argentina won, but in 2026, 48 teams.
48? That is 16 more than before.
16 more countries get to compete. 16 more dreams. 16 more stories.
I love that. More stories.
And every team, every country had to qualify first.
To qualify means to earn your place. You are good enough. You get to go.
Exactly.
206 countries tried to qualify. They played matches for months. Some countries qualified. Many countries went home.
Went home. Past tense. They played, they lost, they went home.
And they waited 4 more years.
That is honestly heartbreaking. Okay, the 3 host countries, USA, Canada, Mexico, did they automatic qualify?
Did they automatically qualify? Automatically with an LY at the end.
Did they automatically qualify?
Yes, the host countries qualify automatically. They do not need to play qualifying matches. They are in the tournament because they are the hosts.
That seems a little unfair, actually.
Riley, they built 16 stadiums and organized the biggest sporting event on the planet.
Okay, they earned it.
They earned it.
Can I say something, though? I think the USA is going to be dangerous this tournament. They're the host country, the crowd will support them, the players are hungry.
You think the USA goes far in the tournament?
I think the USA goes further than people expect. Much further.
Interesting opinion from someone who 5 minutes ago did not know how many teams were in the World Cup.
I contain multitudes, Kendall.
You know what I love about 48 teams? The surprises.
What do you mean?
In every World Cup, a small country shocks everyone. Nobody expected them. They qualified, they played, and they beat a big country.
Like who?
2022, Morocco. A small country in Africa. Nobody expected anything. They qualified, they played, and they beat Spain. They beat Portugal. They reached the semifinals.
They beat Spain and Portugal?
They beat Spain, they beat Portugal, 2 of the best teams in the world. A small country from Africa.
That is genuinely one of the best stories I have ever heard.
That's the World Cup. That's why we watch.
Small country, big dream. They qualified, they arrived, and they shocked the world.
In 2026, with 48 teams, there will be more surprises, more small countries, more big dreams.
I'm already emotional, and the tournament hasn't even started.
Welcome to my world, Riley.
One more thing before we finish.
What?
Our listeners. Right now, someone listening to this, their country is at the 2026 World Cup.
Oh, yes.
Their country qualified. Their players trained for 4 years and they made it.
And that listener, they are going to watch every match. Nervous, excited, maybe crying.
Maybe crying. And they are going to know how to talk about it in English because of this podcast.
That is actually why we do this.
That is exactly why we do this.
Okay, real talk. Favorite team. Who wins 2026?
Brazil. Always Brazil.
Brazil. Okay, tell me why.
5 World Cup trophies. No other country has 5. They play the most beautiful football. Fast, creative, exciting. And in 2026, Vinicius Jr. is on fire.
Vinicius is incredible. I agree on that. But my pick is France.
France.
France. And before you say anything, yes, they lost the final in 2022, but they played 90 minutes against Argentina and almost won. Almost.
Almost is not the trophy, Riley.
But almost shows you how good they are. Mbappe is 26 years old. He is the best player in the world right now.
Debatable.
And France has the best squad in this tournament. I genuinely believe France wins 2026.
And I genuinely believe you are wrong.
Listeners, you decide. Team Brazil or Team France? Or tell us your country. Tell us your team. Who do you think wins the 2026 World Cup?
Comment below. We read every single one.
Okay, let's make sure everyone has our keywords from today, but no classroom style.
Agreed. I say the word, you make a sentence.
Oh, I like this. Go.
Tournament.
The World Cup is one of the biggest football tournaments on the planet.
Good. Host.
The USA, Canada and Mexico are the 3 host countries of the 2026 World Cup, first time in history.
Very good. Qualify.
206 countries tried to qualify. Only 48 qualified.
Excellent. Team.
48 teams compete in 2026, more teams than ever before.
Country.
The host countries qualify automatically. They do not need to play qualifying matches.
And World Cup.
The World Cup happens every 4 years. It is one of the biggest sporting events in the world. And in 2026, it is happening right now.
That was actually perfect, Riley.
I told you, I contain multitudes.
Remember where we started today.
1950, Brazil, 200,000 people, silent.
One moment, one tournament changed football history forever.
The World Cup does that. It creates moments that people remember forever.
And in 2026, new moments are coming. New stories, new heroes, new heartbreaks.
And you, listening right now, you are going to watch those moments and understand them in English.
That is what Speak Anglo is here for.
Episode 2 is coming very soon, and we answer the big question.
Is Messi playing at the 2026 World Cup?
Plus, the players you absolutely need to know. The names, the stories, the drama.
Subscribe right now so you do not miss it.
And for today, your English challenge. Go to the comments and complete this sentence.
My favorite team is blank. Because blank. I think they will blank at the 2026 World Cup.
3 blanks, 3 sentences. Simple English. For example, my favorite team is France because Mbappe is the best player in the world. I think they will win the tournament.
Or, my favorite team is Brazil because they play beautiful football. I think they will win the World Cup for the 6th time.
Write your sentence, practice your English. We read every comment, every single one.
Thank you for listening to Speak Anglo today.
You learned English today, even when it didn't feel like learning.
Especially when it didn't feel like learning.
See you in episode 2. Goodbye, everyone.
Goodbye, and go Brazil.
Go France.
Go Brazil.
Go France.